Good morning, gifted crafters. It's crafting time.
Me and my friends are having a great time. It's not face to face, it's all online. We're all in our homes, miles away. Love them like my family, what can I say? My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafting with friends, you're never alone. Don't call or text me, it's about to begin. I've been patient, time for me to chime in. Comfy clothes on, feeling just fine. I'm busy right now, it's crafting show time. My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafting with friends, you're never alone. The host came on, they are truly a gem. Here for the show and to chat with my friends. Chat with each other about this and that. We share ideas, wisdom, and other fun facts. My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips, and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafting with friends, you're never alone.
Live from the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida, here is the Gifted Crafters Morning Show with Nancy.
Let's have a good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Hey, Gifted Crafters, and welcome back to the Gifted Crafters Morning Show. Good morning out there. Let's see who we have tuning in with us. Let's see, we've got Haymarket, Virginia. There's my sister. Let's see, we've got a couple people from Australia. Well, welcome. That's so exciting. Thank you for joining and tuning in with us today. So much fun. We've got people from Philly. And there's my friends from Canada. Welcome and good morning to you. Alrighty, I see everyone here. We've got my neighbor from Miami. Hello out there. Yeah, 81 degrees, kind of cool outside. I may have to peek my head out, I guess, today. Alrighty, we've got people from Michigan. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're ready for another day of crafting here. And here we are on a new week. Yesterday, we spent the day kind of reminiscing, and I kind of gave you guys all the updates from our weekend, and it was a lot of pictures and videos I was able to share with you. So I hope you guys like that. And today I'm just going to kind of go through some of the products that I was able to get while I was there. So really, really nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, Leslie, you received your trimmer by George. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So happy that you were able to get that on time. I was a little worried of sending it out as we were running out the door for our weekend. So thank you. I'm glad you received it. Okay, yes, awesome. Okay, we've got people going around. We've got people from Wisconsin. Nice. Alrighty, yay, North Carolina. Okay, well, welcome and good morning. And of course, like we do every morning on this channel, go ahead and raise your glasses. Don't worry if you don't have something, I'll go ahead and pour you a cup. Just go ahead and raise your glass of whatever it is you have in the morning, coffee, tea, soda, water. There's no judgment here. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and raise that glass and let's give a little toast for our day, because we're going to have a fantastic day today. And I'm going to take a little swivel here. Good morning, I see. Hello from North Carolina, Barbara from Ohio. Good morning. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty, so we have a lot of things lined up for you today. I've got my table that's kind of overflowing with things to show you guys. So yeah, lots of things here. So now that we've got our drinks and hopefully you're in a nice little cozy spot, or you know, maybe you're just kind of catching us while you're stitching away and you're hearing the background chatter, and that's all good too. So let's go ahead and grab our snacks while we're at it. So I'll go ahead and we're going to do our little food cart today. Let's go ahead and get some exercise in, right? So we'll do that little stretch in the morning. And don't worry, the stand has everything that the food truck has as well. So grab all the snacks that you want. You can get anything here. So now you can see we've got everything from coffee, tea, donuts, cookies, soda, croissants, muffins. We even have the healthy stuff, the kale and the carrots for those smoothies. So go ahead and grab your snacks, get yourself in your cozy spot, because we're about to begin and we've got a lot to talk about today. Okay. So, like I said, I went to Sarasota over the weekend and we had quite a few events happen. The whole purpose of the trip was for my son, who was competing with Special Olympics in the stand-up paddleboarding category there, and had a lot of fun. He did fantastic and the team was really great. Everybody had a great time. And then my husband surprised me by picking a hotel that was within walking distance of a quilt shop there. And the hotel's theme was all, it was Amish, and so they had all quilt blocks all over the place. And then the bonus to that was that when I walked in to check in to the hotel, they had a quilt guild going on that same weekend. And so it was the Friendship Knot Quilt Guild that was meeting there. They were fantastic. I popped my head in and they were just, you know, just like their name says, friendship, right? They were like, come on in. And I met all the ladies there. They were so, so friendly. And I was able to spend a lot of the time that we were not with the competition once, you know, especially once that was over. I was able to just spend time with them and ask them questions and see what they were working on. And it was just so much fun hanging out with those ladies. And, you know, if you ever are in that area or moving to that area, that is a quilt guild that I would recommend, because they are a hoot. They had such a blast, so much fun. And it was really nice to see these quilt retreats up close. I had never really seen one. And so that was kind of my first time to actually walking into one and seeing it in action. And it was just a blast. So can't wait to be able to do those, you know, when I have more time, like retirement time. So that would be really neat, because it really is a lot of fun. So, okay. Yes. Happy Tuesday, Heather. Awesome. All right. So for today, let me recap on a couple of projects that we had kind of pending. So, we're going to actually, before I do that, I'll recap you on just this one here, and then we're going to go to our crafting news, and then we've got a whole bunch of stuff to look at. So for the Halloween wreath, we were working on it, and I was pending to make the stars and the moon I went ahead and finished those, and I'll lay them out so you guys can see them here. I decided to kind of play around a little bit with vinyl and HTV. So I made different stars. This one here, the gold colored ones were made out of the paper vinyl ones. And this was a vinyl from like the Dollar Tree. So it's those really cheap ones that you get on those little rolls. So you don't have to do anything expensive, right? For these, it turned out just fine. So I used that and then did the satin stitch all the way around. And then on this one, I had some leftover HTV that I was able to use, and that I just kind of took it from my stash. And so, you know, it gives it a little bit of that sparkle, and I decided to change the colors around. So I made 2 in gold, and then I made the 2 in silver with different materials. So HTV here, and then also the paper vinyl here. Oh, Flo says, I have my cats, Bat and Frankenstein. I'm making 2 of each. Awesome. And then we have the moons, and the moons I didn't go too creative with. I was going to use a white on white, and then I couldn't really find the one that I wanted. So I ended up just using a plain white fabric, and I had it do the satin stitch in this blue color here. So I went with that. And then here's the other 2 moons. Same thing. I didn't go too crazy with the moons, but the stars were a lot of fun. And then you guys, I think I showed you that we had finished our Frankenstein, and you can see the little fuzzy here. So I thought he came out great with the fuzzy on the top, and we were able to use that minky to kind of get that little look here. And I thought that was really cute. But remember, these wreath things are just so versatile. You can do these with anything. You can change up the materials. You can make a wreath. You can make a table runner. I mean, we had like a whole bunch of ideas that we kind of said on one of our lives last week, and it's just so true. It's just so many things you can do. I do have 2 extras here because I need to make a second one, so a little behind on that one, but we've got some time for Halloween, so I'm good. Yeah, so it just starts with a little bit of imagination, and you can just really grow with some of these. So just wanted to give you the update on that one. So I'm going to put these over to the side because I've got so much to show you guys. I mean, we really have a lot. So I'm going to try to really quickly go through these. And then I will, let me see if I can put these to the side, hopefully. Oh, you used Mylar on the bat wings. Oh, that must be nice, Flo. That must be very nice. I forgot the little witch here too. That must have came out very, very nice. Here's the witch. That's how she came out. So I thought she was cute too. But let us know, Flo, if you have it done, take a picture. I want to see it on our Facebook page, so we can all see what it looks like with the Mylar. So that would be really cute. Yeah, you got the idea for the stars and the moons, Flo. Yeah, you can change it all up. You can even do the Mylar with the stars and the moons too. That's another one that you can do. So really, really nice. Okay, so let me just go really quickly to our crafting news because I just have a couple things that I want to let you know about. And then we're going to flip right over to our stuff because, again, my desk is overflowing over here. Okay, so let's see. We're going to head over to the American Quilters Society, which is Quilt Week. That's coming up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And this is from August the 20th through the 23rd of August. And this is at DeVoy's Place. So that's 4 full days full of quilting, fun, inspiration, and learning. Okay, they're going to have some quilt exhibits. They're going to have quilts that are award winners, semi-finalists, and special displays that will just leave you inspired. They're going to have vendor merchant mall that's going to be filled with fabrics, notions, tools, all the latest goodies in one place. They're going to also have some workshops and some lectures, so you might pick up a new skill and get some tips that are, you know, so it's going to be coming from one of the best, you know, quilting instructors that are out there. And then they're going to have some special events that they're calling the All-Star Review, where top teachers give rapid fire demos filled with fresh ideas. So that should be interesting to know what new ideas they have coming on out there. So let's talk about the details on this. So again, the dates, August the 20th through the 22nd from 9 to 5 p.m. On Saturday, it's going to be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the admission price for one day, it's $12 for members, $15 for non-members. And for a 2-day pass, you can get it for $21 for members and $27 for non-members. They do have a multi-day pass that's for $28 and $35 for non-members. So keep in mind, they also have a $5 processing fee when you first register. They do have some discounts with some for kids 12 and under. They get in free with the adult. Ages 13 to 18 is just $5, and military guests will receive $2 off at the door. So if you're traveling in that area, you may also want to visit Grand Rapids. In Grand Rapids, you may want to check out places like Frederick, Mayor Gardens and Sculpture Park, and the local museums around there. So they've got some really nice things and events going on, and some places that you can really check out while you're there. So if you're in that area, check it out. Yeah, Cindy says Pearly Gates set up last year at the Grand Rapids weekend. Okay, and Cindy Cohen from Brother was there too. Really nice. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a really nice setup, and they've got some really detailed things going on there. So it's pretty cool. Well, hello, Nancy. How are you? Thanks for joining. That's nice. I mean, this is just a great event. So yeah, so Nancy's a great name, isn't it? Okay, so our next event we have is in Oklahoma City. It's a group called the Stitches of Love, and they've been meeting since 2008. And together they've stitched quilts, pillowcases, bean bags, even tiny sleeping bags for kids at the Jimmy Everest Cancer Center at the OU Children's Hospital. The group meets twice a month at the Crossings Community Church, and they have some lifetime seamstress sitting side by side with beginners, and they're also swapping patterns, helping with stitches, and building friendships along the way. Every June and October, they gather together and they create and celebrate with a themed dinner. And in the most recent one, it was a Western one, complete with cowboy hats. I think everyone's kind of pulling out their cowboy hats now. Yes, it is a great name, isn't it, Nancy? Okay, then let's see. So once they've done all this, then they delivered everything to the hospital. Each handmade gift carried a label with the maker's name and a personal note, so every child knows how loved they are. So that's pretty amazing. And over the years, they've poured their time, their fabric, and their hearts into 2,500 quilts and almost 1,000 pillowcases. Yeah, that's a lot. When they hear that the child has a birthday and they're spending it in their treatment, they even sew a little birthday pillowcase. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is our crafting news that I have for you. So now we've got so much to go over. So let's just kind of get right to it, shall we? One more update for you here on the Autumn Skies table runner. Still working on it. Got some of these done. I think it's a total of 15 stars that you need to make, and I'm almost there. And once I am done with the stars, I'll come back and then we'll do working on the border on it. If you guys recall, that is the Autumn Skies runner. And that's what it looks like here. So I've got a lot of the stars done. So we'll be picking this up again once I'm done with this, and hopefully you guys will be done with your stars too by then. I know a couple of you were making this one as well. So still have a little bit to go on here. So it's kind of in progress. It kind of got interrupted in between the trips and stuff, but that's where we're at right now on that. So I'm going to kind of actually going to leave this off to the side over here. I don't want these pieces flying away on me. They may grow legs, right? Okay, so let's start off with a couple of things that I was able to get at Alma's quilt shop, shall we? So let's see. First off, I just saw this and I thought, you know what? I don't have something like this, so I wanted to go ahead and pick this up. So remember that Alma's quilt shop was the little quilt shop that was right in front of the hotel. It's the one that was within walking distance in that Sarasota area. So if you ever go to that area, you may want to check it out. She's got some pretty cool stuff out there. If you want to see a little bit more on the shop, we took some videos and some pictures. Just check out yesterday's video and you can see all of that there. Okay, so first thing I got was just a little notion. It's a peel and stick ruler tape. I do have some what do you call it, tape that I put on my sewing machine to kind of make sure that I'm lined up straight, but this one's actually for rulers. So one thing my sewing machine doesn't have, it doesn't really have a great ruler. So I always have to kind of step away from the sewing machine, grab a ruler, measure something, then go back to it. And it'd be nice to kind of have this laid out on my machine so that I can just kind of stay in one spot and measure things and then continue sewing. So I thought this was pretty neat, something that I didn't have, so I wanted to go ahead and pick that up. So pretty cool on that one. So just a little notion there. Then I did pick up, we've got something that is a little kit, and I'll see what's the best way to show this to you. It's a tiny kit that has all the fabrics and things that you need. And the pattern is here too. And it's called Home Sweet Home. And it's a little beach house. Let's see if I can really put it. So it kind of just shows the beach with some palm trees. And it's got some rickrack going across. And then it has a little quilt block and some little clothing pins that's holding it together. So really cute, just, you know, showing off Sarasota, and it's got the little ocean and things here. I thought it was really adorable, and it comes with all of the items that you need to make this. So it's got the little quilt kit, even gives you the little clothespins that go along the way. So this is a cute little project. And I think this one's going to be really fun to make. Let's just look at that strip here. Aren't these houses adorable? Let's see here. So for those of you who've never been to Sarasota, they're really famous for their beaches. Siesta Key is one of the ones that are really famous, and I think a lot of people, when they go to Sarasota, they'll go to those beaches, and Lindo Beach is really beautiful as well. And that's why this little quilt kit was really adorable. And I thought it really spoke to, you know, the Sarasota area. So I thought that was really cute. And it's kind of a little reminder of when we go to Sarasota, because, you know, we're always there for the paddleboarding competition, but we have gone to the beach and it is really beautiful. I mean, the sand is amazing. You can walk on that sand and you will never burn your feet. I mean, it's that beautiful. It's just like crystals. I mean, it's so beautiful there. So that's that. And it does come with all the fabrics. So you've got the sky, you've got the water, and it's got instructions and everything for you to do it. It's a really cute kit. And it has everything that I need. So I'm excited to get this one done. So this is one that I will try to do Again, if you guys are interested in doing this along with me, they did have these at Alma Sue's, and they have a store online too. Cindy says, that is darling, add a paddleboard for Herman. Yeah, that's a really good idea, right? I can probably embroider a little paddleboard on there, maybe put his name on it. That would be so cute. Yeah, I'll have to look to see where I can do it. I can kind of lay it out on the sand somewhere here. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah, and maybe the team name, 305 sub, I can put maybe the little logo of the team. That would be adorable too. Nice little memory of us going there. So yeah, it's a cute little kit, and it's very small. Looks like it doesn't take too much time to do. So I think I'm gonna really enjoy doing this one. So I'll keep you updated on this one here, but really adorable. So I'm gonna close this up because I don't want to lose any pieces on here. Okay, and let's go over to the next one. I did get, and some of these I haven't really opened all the way, but I did get, they had some Christmas things. They were kind of setting up in between. They were kind of taking summer down and bringing out fall, and they had Halloween stuff, and they had some Christmas stuff. So they were really fixing up the store, and they were going to be changing over their hours. They were currently in their summer hours, but they were switching over to winter hours, and they're there a lot longer, and they're a lot busier. So yeah. Oh, Celia says that kit is one row of a larger kit created by participating in the row by row event of 2016. Oh, she did mention that this was part of the shop hop in 2016. Yeah, it says row by row 2016. Yeah, she did mention, and it was part of their shop hop. But it is pretty popular, and it just, people keep asking for it. So she still had them there. She had a number of things like that, and she was kind of showing me around on that. So that was pretty fun. Okay, so our next thing, I've done this before. I made 2 other books out of fabric for the kids. I did 2 of them, I think, last year. And so here's one that I haven't done. So this is a book panel that I've got, and this one is all about Christmas. So let's see here. I'm gonna open this up. Let me move this bag over. Okay, it is a book panel, and it's called Twas the Night Before Christmas. Okay, and let me see, do I have it faced the right way? I'm going to kind of let it drape over the table here. Here's one side of it. There we go. And so if you've ever done a book panel, they're a lot of fun to do, and they're a lot simpler than you think. I know when I first did my first one, you know, I was a little worried because I had never done one before. But they're really nice, and on the bottom they give you all the instructions that you need in putting a book pillow together, and they really are fun to do. The kids really love them. It's really just going ahead and cutting these pieces out, putting batting and backing, and you know, I've made 2 for my cousins that I shipped out. But they're really adorable, and they sell all kinds of different ones. And she's a teacher, so she really enjoyed having that fabric book. And then, you know, it gives you pretty nice instructions to put it together. It does have the page numbers on here, so you know how to assemble the book once you got all the pieces ready. But it's really neat, and it's a lot of fun to do, and it really doesn't take as much time as you think. So this is kind of what it looks like. I've seen some bigger ones, so I'm going to hold this over my head here so you guys can see the whole panel. But so much fun to do. It really is, and it comes out really cute. And the kids really enjoy them, and you know, it's something that they can have that you handmade for them, right? You kind of put it together for them. So pretty cool that to have that, and I was happy to see that and pick one up. So it'll be another little book pillow. Book that I'm going to be making out of fabric. So that's really neat. And then you can kind of make a matching pillow with it if you want, right? So that would be cute. So I'm going to pin this back here. She's got little pins. Everything was kind of pinned here. So I want to keep it all together. Okay, so let's move over to the next item. We've got a panel. And I know I have mentioned before barnyard quilts, so sorry for the plastic noise. We'll take that out. I wanted you to be able to see one, and I thought what a fun quilt this would be. Let me open this up, and I will let you guys see that. Oh, Faker McFake said, I made a book pillow for my granddaughter and embroidered a unicorn with her name. She loves it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, you can definitely personalize those things. So much that you can do with those. Okay, so here, if I can get this over the plastic without losing my plastic there, we've got the barnyard quilt, and you can see this is usually something that people have out in their barns, and they're made out of wood, and they paint the quilt block onto it. And so this is what we were talking about a few times, and this is the actual panel. And I think it is so cute. Love the little cows on there. I think they're adorable. There's just something about cows that really call me, right? You've got cows and you've got chickens, and I'm there. So I think it's really a beautiful panel, and I want to kind of put a nice little border on it, and it'll be a really cute wall hanging. I think that is just adorable, and I really loved that one. So yeah, nice panel, right, Robin? I think it's going to be really cute. That'll be fun to make, and it should be pretty quick that I can just kind of throw a border on there and then kind of decide how you want to quilt it, because that's, you know, a whole different ball game there. So that is this one here. So what I'm going to do, let me just fold this over here and here. I'm going to try to just put this here on top. And let me move this out of the way. Okay. All right, we've got some more to show you. So I did pick up this pattern. Now, when you look at the pattern, oh, that's moves me. I love it. It moves you. Moves you, Cindy. Moves me too. That's why, yeah, I had to get it when I saw that. Okay, so I picked up, it's a GE design. This is a pattern. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this pattern, because when you look at it, it really doesn't look like very much here. Okay, when you look at it, it's kind of like, it's plain Jane. But what I can tell you, and I was talking to the ladies in the store as well on this, you know, the pattern picture itself really doesn't do a lot of justice, but she showed me some samples of what she made with this pattern. And oh my gosh, fussy cutting on here, batik fabrics, bold colors, really beautiful. I mean, I don't understand why they didn't use those pictures. Because, I mean, these are, while they're not bad, they're okay, but they don't really like call you to want to buy the pattern, right? And the samples that these ladies had with this pattern was truly amazing. And when you look at it itself, it looks really simple, but she's got some fussy cutting that she put on here, and it was just really amazing. It really was. And I wanted to kind of give that a try. I really liked kind of both aspects of it. I've seen some with the black trim going around with those bold colors, with those batik fabrics. That did look really beautiful. But then I saw it with the white borders all the way around, and a lot of fussy cutting and a lot of things on that too. Oh, Marge said she made that GE design in fall fabrics. It was so beautiful. Yes, they had one with the fall fabrics. They had another one with like flamingos on it, with these bright colors. I mean, it really is. This is the type of fabric that it's super, this pattern is super simple, but your fabric selection and maybe fussy cutting in the middle and the colors that you pick will really make it stand out. So while it looks very simple, it can be really stunning depending on the selections that you make. So, you know, don't ever think if you see a pattern and you see the pictures on the front, you know, they don't look all that great, but you can really change it up completely with your selections. So always look at these as well. And, you know, it looks like a pretty simple one. It is a table runner of, what was the size? 13.5 by 45.5 inches. So nice size for your table. So I went ahead and picked up this one, and I think that, you know, it came out. It's going to be really nice. I think it's going to be a really great project. So then let's move over here because I do have another panel to show you. Actually got two more to show you. So this one kind of has a little under the sea type of panel, and I thought it was just gorgeous, and I had ideas flowing in my head for all kinds of colors and things that you can do with this one here. So let me see if I can open it going the right way. Okay, here we are. So we've got, oop, there we are. We've got a beautiful turtle. I'll hold it up again. Beautiful turtle with fishies under the sea, gorgeous colors. I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful wall hanging too. Get some nice borders on here and quilt it, and it'll be amazing. Just amazing. I mean, some of these, look at these pictures, the colors. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's really, really gorgeous. I really love this under the sea stuff. It's just, the colors just really get me. I think they're really cool. And so, you know, I think it's going to be a fun one to make. And again, it's super simple. Add some borders, do some binding, get the backing. You know, it's all about the quilting and how you decide to do that. So love, love, love. Yeah, you love the turtles. I do too. I do too. I think they're really adorable. So lots and lots of fun on this one too. So that's another panel that I got. So let me kind of close this one up. Again, all of this stuff, you can probably call up the store, or you can go ahead and see their online presence or anything like that. But they had more available. I'm not affiliate or anything like that. It's just that I really loved their stuff. So let's see, I'm going to pin this back on. Alrighty, let's see. Next item, we have one more panel. This is the last panel, but I couldn't resist this one. Colors were amazing. And this one here goes this way, so it's a little bit different. And so we've got butterflies on this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Let me just hold it up here. Here we are. You can see that. Really gorgeous colors. I mean, again, another wall hanging that I think will be stunning. You can really do so much with this. Yeah, how am I going to quilt this one? Yeah, I don't know yet. That's, jury is out on that one, Cindy. I'm not sure, but I really love love, love the colors. I thought they were just so beautiful. And now the borders that I have to pick for it, I know that's gonna take me some time to think about it, but I think it's just beautiful, the colors. And this will be a really nice one to do as well. So not sure how I'm gonna do this one. It's just the panel was kind of calling me and I just had to kind of snag that one up. So, okay, so we've got our panels out of the way, and I'm going to show you yet another one. This one's a fun one. Okay, so in the video and in the pictures, I did show this, and I thought this was just adorable. I mean, little pants. This is a pot holder, but it's also can be done in so many different ways. Super, super cute. Isn't this adorable? I just had to get this. It's already made. It's got an embroidered horse here with like a little handkerchief hanging out of the pocket. And they made it into just little shorts and then put a little holder here. So a cute little pot holder. I thought that was so adorable. The other side is just plain. It just has, you know, the pants, but I can totally see embroidery work going on here. Love that. And, you know, when I first saw it kind of hanging on the display, I thought it was a zipper pouch. And so I kind of grabbed one end and then was expecting to see the zipper and I didn't see it. And then I realized, oh, wait, no, this is a pot holder. But I'm like, you could totally make this into a zipper pouch, can't you? I mean, isn't that so adorable? That's the one that you've been waiting to see? Yeah. Now, I know that you guys are going to ask me about the pattern on this one because I asked the same question when I was there. And can you believe it? There is no pattern for this. No pattern. I mean, I was just like, what? What do you mean you don't have a pattern? But I can totally see how this was made. And the lady in the quilt shop was telling me, oh, you know, you can just do this and just do that. And so I want to really dissect this and try to make one myself using different fabrics and things. I think this is going to be amazing. So I know Evelyn, if Evelyn is on the chat, I'm not sure if you're there. I know you do great jobs on those stuff too. So I know if you're watching, you could probably spin one up like this. But really, really cute, adorable. I really love it. It's just so much fun to have that kind of hanging in your kitchen or just do that zipper pouch. Yes, Cindy, that would be neat. You know, so I may try to dissect this, figure out how she made it, and try to make one myself. Yeah, I think really it doesn't look like it takes very much. It does look like you're going to need some scissors that'll make you that shape, right? So you're going to need your, oh gosh, name kind of went right from my head, but you're going to need the scissors to make your little shapes here, or you can cut it out with your scan and cut, right? I can totally see pinking shears. You can use your pinking shears to make the designs on the side, or use your scan and cut to cut the little pockets out and make something really cute. And you can embroider. This one has a little horsey. You can totally do so many things. And then it's the off fabric here. So cute. And then she did a double line here of a straight stitch here. And I thought it was so adorable. I would have definitely put something in the front. I think the front is a little too plain. I would have definitely put something here. Then do a shirt to go with the pants. Yeah. Faker McVeigh, that is a great idea. I mean, so, so cute. Yeah, you can use the scan and cut for the pattern. Absolutely. And I love that little handkerchief kind of hanging out. And you can do other things hanging off the pocket too, right? So many things that you can make with this. And this just had me going and going and going. I mean, I was just all over this one. I thought that was just so adorable, so easy to make. And the lady even said, you know, it's just so easy. They probably just didn't even bother doing the pattern because it was just so easy. But yeah, Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, they can definitely upscale this and put all kinds of things on here. And you can do little pants with like little, add little trinkets and things that are personalized to that person. So, you know, if you want to have like those little charms that you have on keychains, you can put that on here. You know, that would be really cute. You don't want to put embroidery on the side of the pot holder that will face the heat. That's true. That is true, but are they really going to be using these? I mean, you're not using these in my kitchen. These are for decoration. They're not touching these pot holders. So this I would just put for decoration. I really wouldn't want to use it because I wouldn't want to get it dirty. But yeah, really super, super cute. I thought this was just a winner for me. I mean, I can see this totally as a zipper couch and so many other things. So yeah, lots of ideas on this one, especially now that this whole cowboy theme that everybody is into. I thought that would be really cute to put in your kitchen. So yeah. Okay, and then the last thing I have from that store was a little quilt kit. It's called the Long Star Quilt. And this is what it looks like. Let me put it on here because you get a little bit of a glare when I do that. Okay, that's much better. So Long Star Quilt. This is a wall quilt kit. It finishes at 22 by 22 inches. Really simple, really nice, clean cut, you know, little simple design, and does so much with just the fabrics alone. I love the quilting that they've done around it here. So that's a beautiful design that I could consider doing here. It comes with all the fabrics that you need. So you've got everything here in the kit. And this is a fun one that I would like to tackle here. We've got some cornerstones here on the sides. And then, you know, of course, you'll have to add your own batting to it. Not sure about, let's see, batting and backing will be in here. Actually, this is including batting and backing is what it's saying. Yeah, it is. So I didn't notice this. This is really a full kit that has everything, that you don't have to add anything extra to it. So pretty nice, excuse me, pretty nice quilt kit. Had a little sneeze there. Okay, so that's everything that I got at the quilt shop. But like I said, I have this little flyer here. Let's see. Oh, Nancy, I think you blew out a budget, but I thank you. This is fun to see new product. Yeah, maybe just a little. So this is a little flyer I picked up from the hotel. They had welcome to Pinecraft Amish Community, and it had some information on them, and I thought that was really neat, and it was a nice little read here. So it does have all the different businesses that they are a part of, and it gives you all the information of where they're located and things like that. So lots of fun on that one. A lot of handcrafted items that you can pick up, woodworking and things like that. Really beautiful things that are out there. So let me put these back in the bag, and I want to switch over to some stuff that I was able to pick up at the gift shop. And that was another fun place that we kind of browsed around in. See if I can bring that bag over. So not too much there. And if you're in that area, you know, you have to go to their restaurant too, because we went over to the restaurant and it was amazing. The food was amazing. The service was amazing. It was called the Der Dutchman Family Restaurant, and really great service, great food, beautiful location inside. It was just, I mean, I showed you guys part of the video with the staircase. I mean, it was gorgeous. I would definitely visit them again. And the prices, awesome. I mean, was not expensive at all. It was like right on budget. It was really, really good. Very nice. So, okay. So I did pick up a couple things in the gift shop, but I also got a couple of things in the guilds itself. They had a couple of people who were vendors and they were selling some fabrics and stuff. So I picked up a couple things there too. So, oh, I didn't tell you that. Oops. Now you know.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. He doesn't need to know all the details, right, guys? I mean, really. Okay, so this one I thought was really beautiful. And so I picked up some of this work. Look at this embroidery work, guys. This is just so, so gorgeous. Let me see if, let me put it over here because I think this will do its justice a little bit more, and I will pick it up just a tad. Look at the detailed work on this. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought it was really, really nice. So detailed, the hand embroidery here is just stunning. I thought that was really gorgeous. Yeah, Connie, ooh. That was really beautiful. I was able to pick up 2 of those, and I just thought they were beautiful, and I couldn't pass up on it. I thought the embroidery work was stunning. Really, really nice. I loved, loved, loved this. And then, of course, I had to have the table runner that goes along with this. Move this over so I can lay out the table runner. I thought that was beautiful as well. And you can see all of the work on here is just gorgeous. And it has a little bit of metallic thread here that gives it that little bit of a sparkle. And then you've got the flowers and everything that kind of goes with it. And it's pretty long. So it shows really beautiful. And I'll show you this part here. You guys can see on the camera here. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, I thought that was beautiful. And so I love these little intricate little pieces. And I thought that was just really nice. So I did pick this up. And you want to go shopping with me, Evelyn? Oh, you don't want to go shopping with me.
No, no.
You got to wear really comfortable shoes. Because my eyes just go and my brain like lights up with so many different ideas. You got to keep up with me. I'll tell you that. Yes. Yeah, definitely. You know, if you want to go shopping with me, you got to keep up. You definitely got to keep up. So yeah, this was really gorgeous. Yeah, I don't think Mr. H wants me to go shopping, but that's okay. We'll have another opportunity. And I thought, you know, this was just stunning. So this was something that I picked up at the gift shop. And then I did pick up some fabrics. Like I said, there was someone in the guild that was selling some stuff. So I'll show you what I got here. So I did pick up a pattern. This was only $1, guys. She was selling it for $1. And what a cute pattern this is. It's called Aunt Sass Quilts. And I thought this one was so cute. And I thought this one, you know, it would make a project that's going to take a while because it is 96 inches of 96 inches squared. So it's a pretty large quilt. It will take me some time to do, but this is something that I can kind of do and have, you know, for a while. Let's see, shopping with a sewing and crafter is a full contact sport. It sure is. It definitely is. Oh yeah. I got to have my comfortable shoes on, and I was exhausted, guys. I can tell you, I was so tired when I went to the quilt shop because we had been in the competition all day. So we were out in the sun and I was just really exhausted. My feet were killing me, but it didn't matter because I was in the quilt shop. It didn't matter. I was gonna, you know, grin it and bear it and just get through and do that shopping because I knew that, you know, the store was not open on Sundays. So that was my only opportunity to get in there and get stuff. So yeah, had to do that. And so, you know, walked away with some pretty nice projects. So I was happy. And I just rested later, right? But this little pattern I got from her, and I thought that was pretty neat. She had this fabric that I saw, and I have one, and I used it for the Halloween stuff. It's similar. It's very similar to it. And you can see on the pumpkin, it had these little swirlies. Well, she had it in the green. It's a little bit different, not as swirly, but I do like the swirls. And so I went ahead and she had about 2 yards of this fabric. I took one for the team. I sure did. And so I got the 2 yards of fabric that I got from her, and I thought this was a nice fabric, especially with Christmas coming up. I can certainly use this fabric, and I have a couple of projects in mind that I'm going to be using this fabric for. So I did get that. And then she had these charm packs on sale. This is one by Moda, and it's got a few different fabrics in here that I thought were cute. They're all Christmas related, and I thought this would be a nice one. And then they had the Henry Glass and Company, and she had a lot of this on the store, a little bit different and a little bit bigger though, but I did love the prints that it has on here. The prints are really gorgeous. They have some really nice designs, and I thought they were really, really pretty. So I went ahead and got the charm pack. And I can't remember how much she was selling the charm pack for, but it was very, very low price. And so I got these 2 charm packs plus the 2 yards that I bought and the pattern that I got from her. Kind of supported the little guild, right, and vendor that was there. So I was happy to do that. And, you know, it was just a lot of fun hanging out with them. But then, sorry about the paper here. When I got home, I did get some things that I ordered, just real quick on that one. Sweet Pea, getting rid of all of their physical products. They're going to focus on just digital. So all of their stuff on sale. So I went ahead, got some Mylar sheets, use these all the time for the projects. These were awesome. I was also able to pick up a lot of their threads. So I've got Increda thread here, and I received it. I was quite happy with the stack. These are the colors and the threads that came in. This is just one pack here, and I got a couple of them. So this was one set of colors. Christmas in August for me. Yeah, well, you know, you got to prep for it, right? So definitely have these nice colors here as well. Got some fall colors for all the embroidery work that I'll be doing for that. And then I did get a 12 pack. They were running low because I guess everyone was kind of buying them out. But I did manage to pick up this 12 pack of Increda thread as well. And these are more like pastel type colors. And I think they're really beautiful. Definitely do these for baby blankets and things like that. So really, really cute. So those are the threads that I picked up, and the Mylar sheets. And then I did also pick up some water soluble, a roll of that from them. And that's here. So it's 19.5 by 10 yards. So nice and big. Love that one. And then finally, this is something that I had ordered and it finally came in from OESD Badge Master. There is a pattern that I've been looking at and I purchased, and it is a cuckoo clock. And I really love cuckoo clocks. So there's one that you can embroider, and they have a little pattern for that. So a roll of this Badge Master is what I'm going to need to do that. So definitely lots of fun there. So that was my haul. That's everything that I had to show you guys. Tomorrow we're going to pick it up and continue our spooky and sweet pattern, and we're going to go ahead and do that. I've starched my fabrics and I'm ironing them and starting the cutting today, so we'll start that off tomorrow. And then in between we will go back to the autumn skies and finish that one up as well. Alrighty, I think that's everything I have. I know we're running really late on time, and I know we have other YouTubers out there like Becky from Power Tools with Thread who's getting ready to do her show. So let's go over there and show her our support. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate all your support, and I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
So long for now, so long. Glad you stayed a while. Hope you liked my crafting style. Hope I left you with a smile. By now, keep your mind and space clutter-free. Hope your day is bright as can be. So long, my friends, till we craft once again. Bye now, stay crafting. See you tomorrow. So long, my friends, till we craft once again.